Sylvester Stallone's Height. Controversial, mythical, bewildering, perplexing, and very confusing. You know, after 15 years of arguing about Sylvester Stallone's height on Celebheights.com, do you not think it's time I cleared it up once and for all? Having read over 7,100 comments on just how tall Sylvester Stallone really is, surely this should be a nailed-on slam dunk of an answer. We'll see about that. Well, what does Sly himself say about his height? Well, he's been pretty consistent, claiming to be 5'10" and more precisely 5'10" and a half. Some celebrities who have met Sly, however, disagree with his claim. Screenwriter William Goldman once recalled an encounter at a swimming pool. He had the rare sight of seeing a Sly barefoot. He came to the conclusion Stallone was a measly 5'7". Big Hulk Hogan agreed with that assessment, once casually claiming that Sylvester was like a 5'6" or 5'7" guy. Even Jean-Claude Van Damme, who is a self-admitted 5'9" incher, once commented on Sly being a short guy, saying, "If you're too big a guy, it's hard to find good villains. That's why Stallone always has good villains. He's short." Big Dolph Lundgren, however, thought that Sly was somewhere around 5'10", even saying that Sly let him stand on an apple box to exaggerate the height difference. Now, Stallone can definitely pull off looking his height claim. Just check Sly out with Steven Seagal, who is 6'4". No wonder Seagal wants to strangle him, because he's making him look average height. Brad Pitt once made the mistake of meeting Sly in public, and boy, was he in for a shock. If you're almost 5'11", like Brad Pitt, and having to look up to Sly's eyes, surely something is amiss. I mean, how in God's name can Sly go from looking almost eye to eye with the 6'1" Carl Weathers to then coming up to his eyebrows? Just what the heck is going on? I think the answer may lie in his shoes and his posture. Sly's one-time girlfriend, the model Janice Dickinson, who claimed 5'9½", could not believe how short Sly was in person, even commenting on his elevator boots. Maybe that's the main reason that Sly's height goes up and down like a yo-yo. In fact, a shoemaker, Pasquale de Fabrizio, once said that he made shoes for Sly's Rocky movies, and that he made Sly taller by 4.5 inches for 16 years. I don't disagree with the shoemaker, because if you look at the boots Sly's wearing in Rocky, they're huge. One thing Sly has maintained throughout his career is a good stance. You rarely see Stallone slouching or spreading his legs. He always has an air of confidence in how he poses for the camera. However, no luck with Mel Gibson. There's no fooling Mel. He's a guy who knows a thing or two about height tricks. Also, with the 6' John Travolta, he looks at most 5'9", and we don't even know what's on his feet. To be fair, with another 6-footer like Bridget Nielsen, when we actually see Sly's footwear, they're normal, just normal boxing shoes. He holds up pretty well there. No 5'7" man could look that tall, surely. With Justin Bieber, however, Sly is struggling. He looks barely over 5'8" there. Right, what I think we need to nail down Sly's height to the millimetre is somebody who has met Sly and whose height we know precisely. I think I know just the man. You guessed it, anybody on Celebheights.com will remember our old friend Glenn. Now, I measured Glenn in the 5'6.5" to 7 range. So here we've got a measured man in normal sneakers meeting Sly. And well, I don't know about you, but I think we can safely rule out 5'10.5" or as low as 5'7". If you compare how I look standing beside Glenn, what do you reckon? Do you think Sly is much taller than 5'8"? Kelsey Grammer once made a good point. When he worked on The Expendables, he noticed something. Sly would have cameras and actors positioned in such a way that Sly would look taller and actors like Kelsey, shorter. When there's no camera tricks or lifts, I think Sly's real height becomes apparent. At his peak, I reckon he was somewhere around 5'9", and today, closer to 5'8". But what do you think? Do you believe Sly was ever exactly 5'10.5", or do you think it's all smoke and mirrors, lifts, and posture and camera angles? Thanks for watching, and keep walking tall like Rob Paul.